Ladies and gentlemen, the following TNA Knockouts Tag Team Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one, accompanied to the ring by Madison Rayne, Velvet Sky, and the TNA Women's Knockout Champion Angelina Love. They are the Beautiful People.
Yes, we will be seeing the debuting Knockout Sarita in 2 weeks right here on Impact. But it looked to me like the Blueprint Matt Morgan is already seeing dollar signs, and lots of them, from the Main Event Mafia. As you can see, the Beautiful People have all the visual props with the Victory Road poster, the brown paper bag, and usually they have all the excuses, but I have to admit, I was surprised last week when Knockout Champion Angelina Love admitted that she will do anything and everything within her power. She'll beg, she'll borrow, and she will steal to keep that knockout title around her waist.
Oh, yeah.
Their opponents first, accompanied to the ring by Raisha Saeed. She stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. She weighs 272 3/8 pounds. She is Awesome Kong!
It's not only the dream tag team of Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe joining forces later tonight versus Jeff Jarrett and AJ Styles with Angle's TNA World title on the line, but this to me is a knockout dream tag team as the dominant Awesome Kong is going to team with the newest knockout Tara. These two together, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in TNA. When you combine the experience and the power, they could be unbeatable.
Her tag team partner from the state of California, Tara!
Angelina Love insists that nobody is going to walk into TNA from another promotion and claim her territory and title. And Tara rightfully should have been champion at Slammiversary in Detroit.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a travesty what's going on here. Obviously, we found out last week that Tara, short for tarantula, and obviously the tarantula's in that little box that she's breaking on her hip. Think about this. Not only is it a psychological head game she's playing with the Beautiful People, as you can see that they've got to worry about it, but what if the spider bites one of them? What if they get poisoned by this thing? I mean, this isn't right. She's trying to take away that title by means that should not be allowed here in TNA.
I mean, but you have to admit, it really is the ultimate in mind games, and we have seen how the Beautiful People have responded to Tara and the Tarantula.
Velvet Sky's not showing any intimidation there. That's what I love about her. I'll tell you what, we were texting last night about 4 o'clock in the morning talking about things, and she said she's not going to let that tarantula bother her. She's not going to let anything keep her from keeping Angelina the champion.
Now, why is it that these texting sessions with the Beautiful People, they're always like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? What's behind that?
Well, Mike, you don't know by now. I don't think it's up my place to tell you.
So you're trying to tell me that there's a fine line between texting and sexting?
Mike, really, I don't want to talk about your sordid, morbid fantasies, okay? Just call the man.
Big shot to the back by Tara, takes down Velvet Sky, and then the follow-up arm drag. Tag teams in the spotlight, not just the knockouts, but also Kurt Angle's TNA World Heavyweight title. It's up for grabs tonight. Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles against Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. Plus that big match where we'll find out who gets the shot at Beer Money Incorporated at Victory Road.
I mean, think about the importance in that. Mick Foley, of course, he wasn't supposed to do it, but he has allowed this match to take place. Team 3D against Booker T and Scott Steiner. The winner gets Beer Money Incorporated July 19th at Victory Road.
We talked about the combination of power and experience with Awesome Kong and Tara, and you just saw a little bit of that power. Angelina Love in unloading with shots that have zero or no effect on Awesome Kong, and she fights back. How about that chop to the top of the head?
I don't know how stable Kong will be as a teammate, but I have to admit, when you combine those two, Tara and Awesome Kong, it just seems like they could be unstoppable here in the Knockouts division. The one thing they don't have is the brains. that Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Madison Rain have as the beautiful people.
What are you talking about? They don't have the brains. You ridiculous? You're talking about Tara. You're talking about Raisha Saeed at ringside. Combined with the overall strength of Awesome Kong. You know, I've never heard the terms the beautiful people and high IQs used in the same sentence.
Well, let me tell you something, Mike. A little known fact. If the beautiful people hadn't become professional wrestlers, they'd probably be at Harvard Medical School right now.
What do you know about Harvard Medical School?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Dr. House went there, and I know for a fact that Dr. Becker graduated from there. And I think that Dr. Wayne Cowan went there as well.
Here's the pin, and no 2 only for Velvet Sky. Well, you should know where your own shrink went to college.
I wasn't sure if those mail-order degrees on the wall were legit or not.
That's what I figured is what's Velvet doing here. Playing to Awesome Kong, and at the same time then dropping the elbow with authority right across the chest of Tara, right into the pin, and no 2 count only.
I told you, man, she's not intimidated by Tara whatsoever. Velvet Sky is her improvement in the ring is just unbelievable. Week after week, as she just flings Tara all the way across the ring.
Well, there's no question. Momentum is on the side of the beautiful people. They've cut off the ring, back to the basics, the tag team strategy, working to perfection. Tag is into the knockout champ, and Angelina Love exploding. Series of shots, that clothesline missed. Here comes Tara off the ropes, and Tara's ready for Angelina and drove her down face first, using those long blonde locks as a handle.
You know what? On paper, yes, it looks like Kong and Tara would be unstoppable, but there's no substitute for chemistry, and it's obvious the beautiful people got more than anybody in the knockout division.
Punches lefts and rights to the chest of Kong. Just tosses her away, then fires her off into the corner. And all of a sudden, this chemistry of the beautiful people has gone south against the power of Kong. Clothesline decks Angelina.
But she came in just enough to distract Kong. Hopefully it's enough to keep... Well, it obviously didn't work.
Beatdown continues. Kong brings Velvet in. Gonna go for the awesome bomb or implant buster, whatever she wants to do here, but cut off from behind, and now it's really broken down. Oh, Tara just sends Angelina out to the floor.
Tara wasn't even legal, wasn't even tagged. She shouldn't be coming in where she's not wanted. And oh, man.
Angelina just gets posted. Look out in the ring. Implant buster on Velvet Sky.
Here are your winners, Tara and Awesome Kong.
All the chemistry in the world doesn't help the beautiful people against the experience factor of Tara and the absolute pure power of the dominant Awesome Kong.
Well, if Tara hadn't got herself involved and, oh no, here it is, bringing out this, but this is what they got to put a stop to.
We talked about how the tarantula has gotten into the minds of the beautiful people. Well, not only in their minds, but now, potentially, on the body of Velvet Sky.
No, don't you dare. Oh, no. Velvet, don't move. Don't move.
Look at Kong's reaction.
The slightest twitch can make this thing bite. Don't move.
Madison Rain and Angelina not about to help Velvet.
I hope that's a male tarantula.